morning air was thick with the scent of sawdust and cured meats. A stray dog, large Marville falcon of luck outside the local butcher shop, and before the butcher could blink, the dog had claimed it. Asked for days. The dog gripped it firmly, his tail a stiff rudder of pride. He'd enjoy his wealth in peace. Toward the outskirts of the village. His destination was a secluded spot across the clearing, accessible only by a narrow wooden plank that bridged a deep, crystal-clear stream. Halfway across, the dog paused. He glanced down into the water and froze. There, staring back at him, also held a bone, but to the dog's greedy eyes, that bone looked twice as large and thrice as juicy as his own. He stood on the bridge, his muscles tensed. He reasoned that if he snapped quickly enough, he could intimidate the other dog into dropping the larger bone. He would have his own, and the stranger's too. It was a gamble fueled by the fear of missing out. With a low growl that vibrated through his teeth, the dog opened his jaws wide to bark and strike. The moment his teeth parted, the heavy bone he was carrying slipped 1,000 shards. The dog watched, horrified as his very real prize sank rapidly, disappearing into the dark silt at the bottom of the stream. As the ripples smoothed out, the dog looked down again. The Fanta prize had vanished along with the amount. The dog stood on the bridge, staring at a reflection of his own regret. The sun began to set, casting long, mocking shadows across the path. The dog returned to the village, his stomach growling with a hunger that the scraps had been swept away. From that day on, whenever the dog found a scrap, he kept his head up and his eyes forward. He learned that looking into the water to see what others have is the fastest way to the value of a bird or a bone in the hand.